Welcome to Nintendo Engineers. I'm your host Chris Dices, and while I'm playing Mario Kart, we are talking about the topic of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And my opinion that 12 players in a race is too many, which is probably not a take that you hear too often. But it's one of those things that I've noticed over the years with Mario Kart where, if I'm right or wrong, it used to be 8 karts in the old days. I think either on the Wii or the earlier version of, Mario Kart DS and things like that. And I noticed that playing with 11 other races is too much in terms of trying to compete and trying to win races, right? You play with a traditional 8 players, there's, more of a 10% chance of you winning it. Where if you are playing with 12, there's less of a 10% chance you're going to win it. Sure, you can do things like picking out a better kart and learning the tricks of the game. And, obviously some people will say, oh, just get good. But what I noticed is playing with 12 other races, and especially online against good players, is you end up sort of, the feeling is that you end up being in a pinball machine or playing dodgem cars. You might be stuck like here in 5th place. Now there's no real chance of me winning this race at this point, because the guy who's in 1st place is just too far ahead. The items in the game is not going to help me. There's next to no chance of getting a lightning bolt. Even the invincibility star is not that fast. And there's no items that's going to help you out. So, and even if you start off the race really well, you're coming 1st or 2nd or 3rd, there's virtually no chance of you, or there's a very slim chance of you staying 1st the whole time, because you're going to be hit by a blue shell or some other item, right? And that's what I've noticed playing Mario Kart over the years. So I'm not very pleased with the 12 player sort of setup that Mario Kart has. So I'm not happy about that type of thing. So some of the suggestions that I would have is that I would, like, for the next Mario Kart, and I'm sure that people will complain about this, is that I would reduce it back down to 8. Or introduce new items or ways of you to try to come back a little sooner and quicker. And I think that's the way to do it. Because I'm so sick and tired of, sitting around that 6, 7, 8 spot, and then you keep getting hit by people behind you, triple blue shells and bullet bills and stuff like that. And just when you're just trying to get to the top, it gets smacked around too much. And there's no real chance of you trying to get to the top unless you get really lucky and get a couple lightning bolts, or some of the other players trip up a bit. And that is the real annoying thing about Mario Kart. It is something that turns me off from playing it. Like, I always enjoy playing Mario Kart because, it's a fun game and it's a fun series. And people only need to hold on to bananas or, red shells like they're holding back. Whoop, or a lightning bolt just like that. So, it is pretty annoying. So, there would be my suggestions. I wouldn't go any less than 8. I would definitely not do more than 12 players, because I think it's, pretty garbage. Oops. But like, I'm doing alright in this race. But you watch, there we go. Once more hit, down to 4th place, drop to 5th. Hang on, there we go, down to 6th place. And of course, everyone is Waluigi, there you go. One small hit, another hit, and you're already down. And you've got no chance of winning. You can see the gap is so far now that you've got no chance of catching up. There's no items that's going to help bring back the margin. And I think one of the issues too is that Mario Kart's been around for a very long time. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. meaning that the people who are good at it are the people who have played a lot of this game. And we've sort of moved up there. So, yeah. So this does feel like a bit of a rambling video. Sorry for those folks listening in. But that's the problem, is there's just too many players on the damn track. I would like it for it to be, for them to take it down to 12 to 8. Or improve the items. Make them more effective. So, I don't know what you folks think. You might agree with me, you might not, but it's just so annoying because like the chance of you winning matches now is so hard, especially when you don't play it every day religiously. It's the skill gap is becoming too wide, I think. So let me know what you think, and that's it for me. I'll see you next time.